Yes, guys, welcome back to the show. Hope everyone's doing well. It is Saturday evening. It's Q&A day.
Yes, guys, welcome back to the show.
One thing you should notice, my sound should be better because I got myself a new microphone at last. So I should sound a hell of a lot better. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's say this is going to be a bit of fun, this show. This is a live Q&A show, guys. So you guys can ask me anything you want, as long as it's not too personal. Ask me anything you want, guys. And yeah, it don't have to be football related or Liverpool related. It can be anything you want to ask me, guys, that you've always wanted to ask me. So ask away in the chat, guys. Get yourselves in the live chat. Ask all the questions you've ever wanted to ask me, guys, and I will answer them truthfully. We can talk about Liverpool Football Club at the same time. I know a lot of people want to talk about the situation of transfers and all that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, we can get down to everything, guys. But any questions in that chat you want to ask me, go for it. Go for it. Let me just get to the chat. Zahab, big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Edward, my man. Late. Big up, Mumsy. How you doing, Mumsy? It's been a while. Yeah, Gabriel, 6 times in the house. Yeah, I'm doing all right, my man. I'm doing all right. James, how you doing, my friend? Stubbsy, how you doing? Ravi, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, Jamie, hope you're well. Nice new mic. It sounds a lot clearer. You have to take Marnie off the intro. I know. I need a new intro. That is for sure. Jay, you look like John Aldridge in that shirt. Jeez. How does Penny feel about our operation? That's a good question, Marvin. So that's the first real question of the day. So how does Penny feel about our operation? Now, Penny wants her operation. So everyone who don't know, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you're new to everything here, just a little question. A lot of people already know, but so my daughter Penny, she's 5 years old. She was born with severe scoliosis and a hyperkyphosis. Yeah. So her spine was at a 70 to 80 degree angle when she was born, and it also went over like that as well, like at the top of her back, sort of thing. She's got discs missing, and she's got bits missing in her actual spinal cord as well. Like some bits are fused together, and some bits are flexible, and then little tiny bits are missing here and there in her spinal cord. So she's never, she's always had spine problems, and we knew it before she was born as well. We knew what we would have to deal with before she was born. The hospitals didn't want us to have Penny. They said she wouldn't live or survive. But we told them, no, we're going to have her, because it took me and Lauren, my wife, a long time to have children. And and now we've had children. It's the greatest thing. I've got 3 kids now, and there's nothing better than being a parent. If you're a parent in the chat, guys, sometimes our kids can, get on our last nerve, but there's nothing better than being a father or a mother, in my opinion. And and Penny, she's 5 years old now. She's had a few operations, to sort out her back. She has other issues with her body as well. That's just not her spine, but it's all about because her spine didn't grow properly. So she has other conditions as well, but there's nothing compared to her spine. It's not like anything threatening. She's excited about her neck operation. She's very excited about her neck fusion. About her neck fusion surgery. She can't wait for it. Obviously, she's 5 years of age now at school. If anyone knows Penny or seen Penny before on the channel, Penny lays there. Her neck is fused, so her ear is touched to her shoulder, and that's how she lives. So she walks around, eats around, like everything. This is her. She can't move her head there. She just can't do it. It's fused in this position because of the way her spine grew when she was a baby. So yeah, this operation is going to have. She's going to be in hospital for about 6 weeks in all, about 6 weeks. But yeah, they're going to fuse her spine, her neck. I will try the best they can in a way to get. Her head will never be like mine or yours or anyone else's, like dead straight. It might be a bit of a tilt like that, but it'll make it a lot better, and she can't wait for it. It's going on the 4th of July. So obviously, you know, when she does have her surgery, I won't be able to upload videos or go live as much as I have been. I will still do videos. You might only get me 3 times a week, but, you know, I will still do some stuff. But yeah, she can't wait. Penny can't wait. She's looking forward to it. Is Salah off, mate? By the look of Mo Salah, by the sounds of Mo Salah, and what I read today, so apparently Mo Salah wants 180 grand more. No, 100. What is it? 140 grand more than what Virgil van Dijk is paid right now. That's what he wants. 140 grand more than what Virgil van Dijk wants right now, which is around the 4. Virgil's on 220, Mo's on 200, so that would take it to around 380. I did say around 300 grand a week I think he would sign, so it's not quite. Oh, is it 170, Edward? It might be 170 more then. If it's 170, that makes it 400 grand a week. If it's he wants 400 grand a week. And are we going to pay that? I don't think we are. What came first, the chicken or the egg? The chicken had to, because how would their egg become if there weren't a chicken? Sorry, hay fever. I tell you, it's absolutely horrible. Everything okay, Jamie? You had to leave Grizz's stream quickly, right? As everyone knows, I was calling in on Grizz's stream yesterday, and I was about to go into an epic rant, as people might know. So this is another bit of news, guys, to everybody out there. So last night, I've got a baby daughter, and she's 18 months old, and yeah, about 18 months old now. And she had a seizure last night. Now, the seizure was very quick. My wife said it was very quick, but she called me from downstairs. She shouted out to me, so I had to leave. I couldn't do anything about it. I had to leave. My daughter was having a seizure. By the time I got down there, I mean, it was very quick. She finished. Now, my son, Brody, who's my middle child, he's got epilepsy. So we know what to do with a child that has a seizure, because my son's 3 years old. He's going to be 4 in January. So we know what to do when there's a seizure, when a child's having a seizure. So, you know, we weren't too panicked. We knew what to do. My wife was very scared because she's only 18 months old and she's never experienced it. Like, since we've had her, she's been as good as gold, no injuries, no problems, no illnesses, really. You know, really good little kid. And, you know, she's 18 months now and, you know, she eats well. She loves her food. She's probably the best eater out of everyone in the house. She eats everyone's grub. She loves food. And so it took us by a bit of surprise. And then she went to bed like an hour or so later. And with my wife took her to bed an hour or so later and she had another seizure. And this one was a little bit worse. And so I told my wife just to, you know, she took her to the hospital. My wife took her to the hospital last night. And unfortunately, they're still in hospital now. Now, people are going to say, Jay, why are you doing a video? Why are you doing a video if your daughter's in hospital? Look, I've got my other 2 kids here. So I'm looking after my other 2, Penny and Brody. They're in bed right now. They've gone to bed. So with my daughter Phoebe, she had, in the middle of the night last night, she had 2 at the hospital. She had 2 seizures. One of them lasted 8 minutes. And it was quite serious. But they did a brain scan. They did a CT scan. So they scanned her brain, and there's nothing wrong with her brain. Her brain is fine, guys. There's nothing wrong there. They did an ECG on her as well to check her heart, and her heart is perfectly fine. She's got no temperature. Her oxygen levels are really good. So they're keeping her in hospital now for a few days. She hasn't had any more seizures since 7 o'clock this morning so far today, which is good news. We hope that continues. So what they're thinking, she might actually have viral meningitis. Now, obviously, bacterial meningitis is really dangerous, really deadly. It can kill. You can lose limbs, things like that. You get that rash on your body that never goes away. It's devastating. You can go blind, you can go deaf. It's devastating. But viral meningitis is more like an infection in your body, in your blood, and it can be dealt with quite well. so quite easily. So what they did today, they've gave her a lumbar puncture to check for that, and they're giving her medicine right now to make sure it's if it is meningitis. They're giving her the medicine right now. Now I just spoke to my wife and my little girl, and she's eating right now. So my little girl is actually eating. She's drinking a bottle and having some food, which is great news. And I could hear her crying on the phone because she wanted to talk to me on the phone. So she was crying on the phone as I was talking to her. So all good signs. She's feeling better. She's in the right place. So guys, don't panic or anything. She's going to be okay. And yeah, she's in the right place. The doctors will deal and make her feel better. But it's just, you know, me and my wife don't seem to have any luck at the moment. We really don't. We don't seem to have any luck. And, you know, so my daughter Penny, she was born with the problem she had. My son Brody, when he became 3 years old, he got epilepsy. They thought it was childhood epilepsy at first, but then they realised it was full-blown epilepsy. He'll probably have it for the rest of his life. But it's very... the medicine works. You know, he has the odd seizure here and there, but it's nothing like devastating. You know, his eyes will go to the back of his head for 2 seconds and he's like talking again. It's not like awful. It's not awful. The medicine he has actually, you know, keeps it at bay quite well. So he's all right. He's all right. He gets about with his life and all that. And he's good. He goes to nursery, loves it. Loves it. And then we have Phoebe and and this has happened. So, yeah, look, she'll be a fine guy. She'll be fine. But that's what happened to me, if anyone wanted to know, last night on Grizzly's channel. Stubbsy says Van Dijk or Hansen. Jesus Christ. Van Dijk or Hansen. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go Virgil because obviously I am at an age where I saw Alan Hansen play, but not as much as Virgil. So I'm going to go Virgil. Munsey, when you go wear a decent shirt. Oh, I could say the same to you, Monday. I could say. Yeah, how you doing, my friend? I agree, mate. I have 6 kids and love being a dad to all of them. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing better. There's nothing better. I hope everything goes well as it can with our operation, mate. Think of your big up, Stubbsy. Big up to yourself, my friend. How did I become a swimming teacher, says Charlie. So big up Charlie, also a member of the channel. If anyone wants to be a member of the channel, just get hit the join button, guys. $1.99, you become a member for the channel. And if you do want to become a member of the channel, you wonder where your money goes, well, do it go better on better equipment to make this channel sound and look a lot better. So new mic was thanks to you guys with your beautiful donations the last month. So that's where the new mics come from. Big up to you guys. So that's where you know where your money's going to a good place, guys. You know, if you join membership, guys. So big up to all of you. How did I become a swimming teacher? So I used to be a swimmer, Charlie. I used to be a swimmer. I swam nationally. I swam for my national nation. Not. I did the nationals. So, you know, for my swimming club, I swam nationally. I swam county. I did club swimming, galas. I did quite a lot. I was not too bad at it. But then I got to a certain age where, you know, I couldn't be bothered going training every day no more. Couldn't be bothered training, couldn't be bothered going to the gym, all that sort of stuff. I got to an age where, you know, I wanted to go out with my mates on the weekend, get on the piss and stuff like that, you know. And so I decided to become an instructor, and I'm quite good at talking with people. And I've always had that gift of the gab where I can chat to anybody. You know, I could see a stranger and just start a conversation. And so I've never been afraid of expressing myself. And I've always wanted to go into some kind of sports coaching. And the opportunity just came up and I took it with both hands and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And, unfortunately, I had to stop doing it because of my kids and all that, because of their problems. And I'm more of a stay-at-home dad now. But I wouldn't change my life for anyone else's in the world. I really wouldn't. Hi, Jamie. I saw you in Grizzly Show. Everything's okay. Best wishes of operation. Big up, Michael. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, 170. Sending this summer, in my opinion. 138, Jamie. Nice retro Liverpool jersey. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like the Crown Banks retro shirts. Big up John Moore as well. And John, you know, John, you're an absolute diamond. You certainly are. You and your missus. Big up to you, John. You know. FSG won't pay a player £400 for it. Sell him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have epilepsy. I had it since I was born. Big up, Bruno. Yeah, it's scary when you're a kid, ain't it, Bruno? Like, you will know. Like, so when you got a kid who's 3 years old and he's having seizures, it's the scariest thing in the world. But the medicine now is so good that, you know, like, I've spoken to people. I don't know about yourself, Bruno, but I've spoken to people that have epilepsy, and because of the medicine is so good now, as long as they don't forget taking their medicine, they hardly ever seizure. And if they do seize, you know, they've got the medicine on standby that brings them round a bit and stuff like that. So the medicine nowadays is so good that it stops a lot of it happening. And he's a good kid. It doesn't stop him doing anything. He's very active. He loves life. And yeah, he's great. He's great. So a big up to you, Bruno. Hope you're okay as well, my friend. Hope you're okay. There are suitable replacements out there. Liverpool need to find them for others do. That I agree with, Ravi. Yeah, of course. Jesus, man, my baby girl had a seizure before. Scary stuff. It can happen growing up, and no further seizures in future. Mine was over 3 years ago, and none since. Hope it's the same for yours. Big up, my man. Thank you very much for your touching comment. Appreciate it. Apparently, a bid for Rodrigo. Yeah, the Real Madrid, but I'm not sure. I do think we're in the market for some players. I really do. I think Marco Asensio is obviously one of them. He's at a decent price. I think if somebody comes up that's available for a decent price, wages and everything, I still think we might get one more in. I really do. I hope your family's well. Prayers, mate, for them. Big up to you, Stephen. Hi, Jamie. I have epilepsy. When I came back, went and came back years later. I hope your daughter recovers. Cheers, Ant. I appreciate it. Love, my friend. I hope you're all right, Ant, as well. I hope you're okay, my friend. Just hope she's okay, mate. Captain's Hell, big up to you. Yeah, I spoke to her today on the phone. I'm speaking to my wife all day, and at the moment she's okay. She's had her lumbar puncture. She's had blood, so waiting on them results. But at this moment in time, she seems to be okay. She slept well. She's starting to eat a bit now. She's drinking a bottle, you know, and her brain scan's fine. Her heart scan's fine. You know, all that sort of stuff's good. So that's what scared me at first. You know, when a little baby has a seizures for no reason, and you just think, oh my God, what you think the brain, don't you? Think the brain straight away, and you think the worst, don't you? So when my wife told me the brain scans and heart scans were all clear, then, you know, I took a real big sigh of relief, because, you know, that means it's something that they can treat with medicine and make her feel better. So at least we know, you know. You've been through the meal in the Phillips household. I wish you all the best. Thank you, my friend. Oh God, I'm sorry to hear that. All the best to your daughter. Wishing your daughter nothing but the best. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of it. F me, Jamie. So sorry to hear that. Yours have so much on your plate at the moment. Thinking of you all. I appreciate it, John. I really do. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it, mate. That last epilepsy attack I had was 2020. So you've been all right for 2 years now, Bruno. That's good to hear, mate. It's good to hear. I hope it stays that way, Bruno. I really do for you, my friend. Oh God, she recovers quick. Yeah, kids. The thing with kids, they bounce back real quick, don't they? So yeah, everything sounds like it's okay at the moment. I'm not so worried at this moment in time, because the heart and the brain scans came back completely clear and nothing wrong. Her oxygen levels are good. Her temperature is perfectly fine. I mean, it's like 36.8. It's like perfectly fine, and things like that. So, but yeah, you know, they're testing her for viral meningitis, which, you know, they think it's meningitis, but they're thinking it's more viral because there's like she's got no rashes or, you know, like nothing else wrong with her, you know, in any kind of way. So they think it's just viral. My wife had viral meningitis. About 8 years ago? 8 years ago now. I think it was before we had my daughter. So yeah, it was about 8 years ago. My wife had viral meningitis, and she was in the hospital with it for about a week. But then she was, she was fine, because the viral one's more of an infection in your body that you can cure with, you can get over quite quickly with medicine. But bacterial meningitis, Jesus Christ, that can leave you disabled. You can lose limbs. You can go blind. You can go deaf. It's nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. I hope she's okay now. I bet she like your son. Phil, I hope you're okay as well. Phil, I hope you're okay as well. Jamie, you're breaking my heart. It's all right, my man. I'm good. That's for extreme hearts. Big up, Ian. Big up. Scary stuff, man. Yeah, it is, but I know she's going to be okay. Do you know what I mean? And she's where she's meant to be in the hospital, and they will look after her and make her feel better, and get the right medicine in her and stuff. Big up, Jamie, fan. Big up, Ravi. Thank you very much. Yeah, my missus had bacterial meningitis. I remember you telling me, John. Yeah, I remember you telling me, my friend. Yeah, I remember you saying me, mate. I hope she's okay. I know she probably has her problems and that, but yeah, I hope she's okay, mate. I hope she's okay. I had 2 fits back 2 years ago after none for 20 years. Doc said might have happened again, but it might not since. Yeah, that's the thing with epilepsy, ain't it? It can go quiet for a while and you think, I'm over the worst of it. And then bang, like that, it just comes back and it can go away again for a few. And the medicine nowadays is so advanced, and they're never stopping, are they? They always look for the next treatment and the next treatment. So hopefully with yourself, and you start to feel better and better and better and better. And it doesn't happen so frequently for you, and you have bigger gaps. Revente FC, Jamie, a question. It always seems to be a lot of fans are positive on YouTube. I'm quite pessimistic fan. Why is there always dig to us fans who are not positive? Just feels like, or on your opinion. Oh, right. Yeah. I'll get you. Personally, with myself, my friend, I have quite a positive outlook in life. Like I just said to you about my daughter there, I'm on the positive side of things, you know what I mean? And so where I came from, my channel, as anyone knows on my channel, I like debating everything Liverpool Football Club, and I will look at both sides of the coin. I think it's always best in life to know, no matter what you're doing, you have to look on both sides of the coin. Do you know what I mean, guys? And because if you go one tunnel vision on one thing all the time, and that's what you do, I think you can take yourself down a scary road. But if you look at both sides of the coin and can debate either side and see issues with both sides and see positives with both sides, then I think you're in a good position. Do you know what I mean? And that's myself. As you know on my channel, guys, I am sick to death of the FSG in and out stuff. I can't be bothered with that no more. I'm getting too old for it as well, guys. I'm like 40 years old. I don't want to keep debating about the ownership of the club. Are they the best owners ever? Of course they're not. Do they do a lot of things wrong? Of course they do. Are they decent owners? I would say yes. Could they do better? Yeah. Of course they could. Should they be doing better this season in the summer transfer market? Yes, I think they should. Is it a disaster? No. So that's just how I feel on it. But like you say, my friend, if you're a bit pessimistic about it, you're allowed to be pessimistic about it. I'm not going to go and tell you that you're wrong. Yeah. I might be like upset about it where I don't understand Liverpool fans' mentality where they're like, right, the season is finished before it started. I can't get around that because I don't think like that, if that makes sense. I really don't think like that. I can't think like that. That don't do it with me. I feel like a few weeks ago we had the best team in the best Liverpool squad a lot of people have ever seen, and then now everyone's like really down in the guts and like, why, like, the season's over before it began. I can't feel like that. It's just not me. I look on the more positive side, but I still understand people's negative thoughts about it because they feel, and I feel the same, we are a couple of players short. And I absolutely agree, guys. I really do agree. We are a couple of players short. And the ownership should try and do a little bit something about that. Just release a little bit more funds. Right, as Liverpool fans, we're not asking for the Mbappes and Neymars of this world. When none of us really are. We're not that, we know we like Revente. I'm sure you agree. We have pretty good squad. If we had one or two to it, you're probably going to be a much more happier fan. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that, my friend. You have a great community here who love your content, mate. Hopefully it provides some comfort. It does, Trudon. I love every single one of you guys. I really do. I love every single one of you guys. I've said it in the past. I come on here sometimes and I feel proper down. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes I feel proper down. I've never suffered with like depression or anything like that, so I don't know how that feels. People that are properly depressed and they can't even get themselves out of bed for the day or things like that. I've never felt like that, but I can feel down because my kids and stuff, and I feel like sometimes as a dad, I think as all mums and dads, we've probably all felt like this before. When your kids are not in great shape or unwell, you always think, is it my fault? Have I done something wrong? Could I have done better? You think like that sometimes. And with my way my kids are, especially Penny and now Brody. When Brody got his epilepsy, it killed me. It really did. And, and my wife, my wife Lauren, it killed her because he's a child of such energy and he's so lovable and everyone loves him when they first see him. And so sometimes I think, what have I done wrong? Is it my genes? Have I done something wrong? Is that why they're like that? I think like that sometimes. Them thoughts always go through my head continuously. But then when I put the computer on and do my video and come on here and chat to you, it's 2 hours of pure escapement. I say that right now, guys. It's 2 hours of pure and utter escapement. I've got the room to myself. The doors are shut. I've got nothing else is in this room apart from me, the computer, and you guys on the other end. And that's it. There's no one else around me. And I can just chill and relax. And then you guys come up with beautiful comments, saying lovely things. You guys message me on Twitter and stuff like that. And I love all of you. I really do. I think you're great. And if I knew every single one of you in real life, I'd go and give you a Jamie Phillips hug. You think a Jurgen Klopp hug is great? Why don't you have a Jamie Phillips hug? You know what I mean? But big up yourselves, all of you. Nothing wrong with being positive by the way. Exactly, my friend. Exactly. My 22-year-old son had suspected heart attack last week. Bloody hell, Stephen. Nearly 4 hours before the ambulance contacted us by phone. I hope you have better care than Liverpool area. Oh my God, Stephen, my man. I hope your son is okay. How is your son now, my friend? Please let me know he's all right. I want to know he's all right, Stephen. That's worrying me now. I hope he's all right. 22 years old with a suspected heart attack. That shouldn't happen. Is he okay? Please, Stephen, let me know in the comments, my man. I need to know if he's all right. Yeah, with the ambulances, I told my wife, just don't, because she said last night, should I phone an ambulance? I went, no, just jump in the car. Just go. Man, I hope he's all right, Stephen. I read that the key genetic diet is very good for people. Yes, I read that somewhere as well. It's something I will probably try. My son can be a bit fussy with food. He can be a little bit fussy, so it's something we can definitely look at and try, James. I appreciate the comment, my friend, and the advice. Why don't we explore loan options if we're waiting to spend next window for a centre mid or right forward? I agree, mate. I agree, but I don't think Liverpool really do loan options that much, do they? Obviously, we did a loan option for Quebec, Kolka. I'm trying to think of all the other loan options we did since Jurgen Klopp's been in charge. Is it Stephen Kolka and Kabak? Is that the only two loan options we've ever done? It's a good point, though. I'd probably feel like get a couple of loan options in just for the season, fill some holes. I would say Van Dijk over Hansen, but I'm at the age to. I would say Van Dijk over Hansen, but I'm of the age to watch Hansen. Yeah, Hansen. I saw bits of Hansen, obviously, but not full prime Hansen. And yeah, Hansen was different. Alan Hansen was different. Absolutely great. I hate to pry and I wish your son the best, but how does a healthy 20-year-old have that happen. Yeah, I know, it's mad. CMA doing, my friend, hope you're doing well. Big up, Jamie. Everything's well. Thank you very much, CMA. You're doing well. That's horrific. Yeah, hope your son makes a speedy recovery. So do I. I mean, I want to know, Stephen, if he's all right, my man. VVD is better. I'm old enough to have watched Hansen. For me, VVD is Virgil van Dijk is the best centre back I've ever seen. Yeah, Virgil's different, Aaron. Ain't Virgil's just. We're lucky to have the man. That's what I say. We're lucky to have Virgil. This window is so far very concerning. Honestly, we are more likely to be closer to fourth place points wise than first. I do sense hangover season from the quad push. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest, guys. I still think we're finished second. I don't see us finishing any lower than second next season. I think the Spurs hype, I'm going to say this right now, I think the Spurs hype needs to calm down a bit. I mean, my brother-in-law is a Spurs fan, so he's probably watching this going, shut up, Jamie. But yeah, I think the Spurs hype needs to just chill a little bit. They finished on 71 points. So Spurs, I know Spurs fans online, especially ones with, YouTube creators and stuff like that, Spurs YouTube creators and things, where they finding not 30 extra points to finish on 90-something points next season. Liverpool ain't going to drop that much, guys. So we finished on 91 points. Tottenham finished on 71 points. Where they go get 20 extra points from next season? I just don't see it. I think the Spurs hype's a bit. I look at their midfield. Everyone tells me Spurs' midfield is going to be amazing next season. Bentancur, I'm still yet to think he's any good. Basuma, Højbjerg, and Skip. That's their midfield four, yeah? There's still no creativity in that midfield. Zero. They play Basuma and Bentancur together. I don't think they'll lose many games next season, Tottenham, because they'll be defensively better. But I don't see them also winning enough games either at the same time. But I think they'll be in the top four though next season. No doubt about it. I think Spurs will be in the top four next season. But Arsenal, if they get all the players Arsenal apparently go get, if Arsenal get the players they're all meant to get, Tottenham should be a bit concerned about Arsenal, in my opinion. They really should, because if they do get Tielemans, Tielemans and Odegaard and that Vieira, for me, is better than Tottenham's midfield. It's arguably as good as our midfield. Let's be fair about it. So if Arsenal get Tielemans over the line, and they got Partey, Tielemans, Odegaard, and Vieira as their four midfielders, that's better than Tottenham's midfield, in my opinion. But what Arsenal lack is goal scorers. Now, I don't think Gabriel Jesus. I've said this to Tariq, who was on the channel yesterday. I said yesterday, I don't think Gabriel Jesus will score enough goals to get Arsenal into that top four position. I think they need another striker. If they get Rafinha, look, Rafinha badly wants to go to Barcelona. He doesn't really want to go to Arsenal. He might end up going to Arsenal because Barcelona just can't afford it. But if they can get Rafinha, he's not really a goal scorer, but he's creative. They'll have a lot more creativity than Tottenham will, Arsenal. And that will help Gabriel Jesus score goals. But I still don't think it's enough for Arsenal to push maybe for that top four. But I think Tottenham will be in it. But Chelsea, the team, apparently they're going to sign De Ligt. Has there ever been a more overrated centre-back in world football than De Ligt? I know he's a young boy still. He's 22. Yeah, everyone goes on about, he's a young boy at 22, right? But he's going to cost, his combined transfer fees over two clubs are going to be like over the 100-odd million mark, which is madness. And we got Konate for 36 million. Now, in my opinion, I think Konate is a better defender than De Ligt. I really do. I think De Ligt's just a bit too overhyped. I really do. And I don't get the De Ligt thing. But if Chelsea get him, it's a play they need. Apparently, Chelsea have got £200 million to spend this summer. They need it because, for me, they haven't got enough players. They haven't got enough players that are good enough in their squad. And they've just let Lukaku go on loan. So they're going to need a striker. They need at least 3 or 4 defenders. And probably a midfielder. So I think they could struggle. So that's why I'm still saying Liverpool and City will be first and second. And then, then Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal will fight for them other places. The only club I haven't said is Man United. I think Man United are in the shit. I really do. I think everyone's turning them down. I've never seen Man United get turned down more in my life. No, it's madness. They're getting turned down left, right, and centre, aren't they, at the moment, Man United? And yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy amount is Man United are falling out. Man United needs serious investment. They need serious investment all over the squad. Even if they got, I don't know, the geezer in from Barcelona, his name's got out of my thing. De Jong, is it? Even if they get him, Frankie De Jong, isn't it? Is it Frankie De Jong? If they get him in from Barcelona, I don't think it's enough. If they only get him, the Anthony stuff has cooled down. Apparently last week I thought they almost bought him, but that's completely cooled down. So yeah, Man United are in a world of hurt at the moment, and they could really struggle next season. And I don't think Ten Hag's that man. I really don't. I don't think Ten Hag's that manager. I really don't. What he did at Ajax is all fine. Bringing up youth talent in the Dutch league when you're the superior side in the Dutch league, I think is all well and good. But, that I don't know. I don't think Ten Hag's the one. I really don't. FSG out, selling Mane, not sorting out Salah. We're heading for the Europa League. No, oh my God. Right. We are not. Okay. I'm not even going to answer it. It ended up not a heart problem, mate, but something with similar symptoms. Is he okay, though, Stephen? That's all I need to know, mate. Is he okay? Hi, Jamie. Sorry to hear about station. I think big up Severian. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Ferdinand in the house. Barella news is true or not, Jamie? Told Klopp admires him. Apparently Klopp really, really likes Barella. Barella's wages, apparently he's like, the rumour is he's on between 95 and 105 grand a week in Milan. Now, obviously in Italy, they're not the biggest wage spenders compared to the Premier League. So, people were quite shocked by the wages Barella's on, but that's why the Liverpool Barella links have come up, because it's a deal Liverpool could do wage-wise. They could give him 160, 170 grand a week straight up, and it's not a problem. So yeah, I would, if we had Barella, this is what I'm saying, guys. If we got Barella for this midfield coming up in this season, you have Barella, Thiago, and Fabinho as your starting midfield three. Yes, that's what I'm on about. You know what I mean, guys? Brian in the house, how you doing, my friend? Blessings to your penny buddy. Stay strong, muck up. Big up to you, Brian. I appreciate it. Love, my friend. Graham in the house, big up, Jamie. Early predictions. Can you beat City to the title this season coming? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. I mean, look at the transfer business City are doing. City are just going, they're just going player. They just competing with a team that's backed by a whole country. It's almost the impossible task. And the only team at the moment capable of it is Liverpool Football Club. I always hear about all, your Man United, your Arsenal, your Tottenham, your Chelsea's. Well, the only one competing and getting anywhere close in the last few years is Liverpool Football Club. And considering we haven't got the money, power and spending power of Man City, or are owned by a whole country and can basically do what they want. Manchester City, guys, just bought Calvin Phillips for £50 million from Leeds United to be a backup to Rodri. What other club apart from Real Madrid and PSG can do that? Not really anyone. Calvin Phillips is a hardly going to play for Man City. Rodri is probably the best defensive midfielder in world football. He's probably the closest thing I've seen to Busquets at Barcelona. So, yeah, Rodri's different grade. I love Fabinho, but Rodri's a cut above. Rodri is the best defensive midfielder in world football, and they bought a £15 million backup that'll probably go on 200 grand a week. Probably. I mean, who else can, the backups they have is ridiculous. You know what I mean, guys? So they bought Nathan Ake for £40 million from Bournemouth as a backup centre-back. hardly played last season. Played what, Anfield games? 10, 15 at the most. And they paid 40 million for him. They paid more for him than we've been bought for Kanate. And at least Kanate played in all the Champions League games and the Champions League final. Yeah, and he's just back up the Stones and Laporte and Diaz. We can't compete with that financially. So for me, what we're doing at this moment in time is probably a lot better than what people give it credit for. I don't think people give enough credit for Liverpool. We haven't got the money of Man United. We didn't have the money of Chelsea when Roman was in charge. And we definitely ain't got the money of Man City. But for the last few years, we've been their closest competitor. I still think City will be favourites. But doing a three-peat is extremely difficult. Doing a three-peat is extremely difficult. I'll just come right out and say, anyone blaming FG for not paying Salah what he wants needs to think again. Pick up Edward. Really is scary, mate. So it has along with his autism, but doesn't let it bother him. No, big up, John. Big up. Yeah, your boy's good. I've seen your boy in a few videos and pictures you've done. He seems like a good kid. Sorry to hear that, mate. Wish him all the best to Stephen. Yeah, I hope Stephen's good. Big up, Jack. Been a real privilege knowing you, mate. Hopefully see you soon. You are one of the kindest people on YouTube. One of my closest mates. All one big family supporting the Reds. Big up, Jack. Much love, Jack. Much love, my friend. Guys, go and subscribe to Jack if you've not already, guys. There's his channel right there. Go and give him a sub. I think he's closing on 5,000 subs. So go and give Jack a subscribe, guys. And talking about subs, guys, I am not far away from 2K. I don't know how it's happened. It's sort of just gone overnight. But my God, I'm close to 2K. And that's all thanks to you guys. That's all thanks to every single one of you. Subscribing to the channel, sharing it with your friends, telling people about the channel, getting word out on the street. That's the way it is, guys. That's how you grow, you know. You guys are helping it grow. And I can't ask but for a better community on YouTube than you guys. So I'm like on 1,938 subscribers right now. It's madness. Absolute madness, guys. And that's all down to you beautiful people. So close to the 2K. As I said, I wanted 2K by the 6th of August by Liverpool's first game. And that is on. So much love to you guys. Much love to Jack as well. Jack is always like, when I was a really tiny, nothing channel with like 100 subscribers, you know, Jack let me come onto his show and he didn't need to do that. So big up to Jack as well. So go and subscribe to Jack, get him to that 5K. This is all on sports washing teams who have completely ruined for a proper club that runs ourselves. I agree. By the way, why is Messi on your channel talking about Liverpool transfers? Are you talking about me? Or did I miss someone in the comments? Everyone does say I look like Messi for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, big up Stephen Owens. Yeah, recovering well, thanks. Big up, Stephen. Send your son my love, my man, and everyone else's love from the channel, from Jamie Phillips Football Channel to your son, my friend. Bruno, my man, FSG are in serious trouble if they don't sort Salah's contract. It shouldn't take 10 years to sort out Salah's contract situation sorted. Yeah, I mean, I'm almost 50-50 on this Salah thing now. It's starting to pee me off a bit. Do you know what I mean? That I just want it either done or not done. And just thing is, though, when we talk about attackers in world football, he's probably top 5 attackers in world football, ain't he? You know, you got Mbappe, Haaland, Salah, Benzema, Ronaldo, probably. You know, you got these five gods of, and like, if you're saying he's top 5 forwards in world football, then arguably you should pay him the 400 grand. I'm so split on it. I just had enough. I want it done one way or the other. So, would I rather lose him on a free and sell it? I don't know. This is another thing I'm confused at. I've heard a lot of people saying I'd rather lose it, have him for this year, have a great year, and then lose him for a free next season. Or sell him now, get a bit of money for him. But is the money going to be enough to replace. This is the problem. Is the money going to be enough? Is it too late in the season? I know it sounds mad, but pre-season is what, 2 weeks away? We start pre-season, what, 2 weeks? They all come back off holiday, go to the training camp in Asia in about 2 weeks' time. It's too late to sell him now, in my opinion. So I think you just keep him for the year. You just keep him for the year. Imagine watching 100 million sign Jack Grealish, 200 grand a week, not starting for any of the in any of the three finals, EPL, Day, Real Madrid, both leagues, key games, and the running. Yeah, it's mad, ain't it? That's what City just don't need him. I think Liverpool's wage structure is the problem with football today. Imagine. Hope all is well, Stephen. Yeah, big up, Stephen, as always. Wow, Roger boy. I wonder who the F told that Liverpool have to stop buying any players this summer. Are they any official statement from the club for that effing nonsense? I wonder who the F told that Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, it took one tweet from Paul Joyce, didn't it, for the whole Liverpool community to go into meltdown. Think of you all in the chat, sending love, big up to Jack. Lumber Puncher sounds like the worst kind of pain. Yeah, I think they numbed her back and stuff like that because, yeah, I've had a lumbar puncture and it's serious, man. Have you got the epilepsy thing when you can put under a mattress? It sense. Yes, yeah, that's something we're getting sorted out. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're getting that sorted. So yeah, he gets to bed with the mattress, and if he sees his, it alarms, don't you? And it alerts you. Yeah. We are getting that. That's one thing we are getting done, my friend. Thank you for that. Bless the whole family, prayers and better times ahead. Big up CM. Big up, my man. All the best, Bruno. Hey, Jack, mate. Hope you're well. Hope your little one gets better, Jamie. Thank you very much. Bad boy Billy. People are tweeting me. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Is it viral? If it is viral, there's a lot of great medicine. Yeah, exactly. The viral stuff. If it's viral, guys, it'll be absolutely fine. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry. We've got a brilliant family here. Good and bad times together. We never walk home. Yeah, the Liverpool community on YouTube is like nothing else. I feel the love. You know what I mean? We're just all so nice to each other. I'm lucky. Didn't crack my head out when I had my feet on my dog's cage. Remember nothing of it happening. Jesus, and it's scary, ain't it, man? It's horrible. I saw some people comparing Salah to Henry. Isn't that too far? Yeah. Well, Henry is probably the greatest Premier League player ever. But I said something yesterday on Coppish. Got the pot stirring. I said Luis Suarez, footballing career from Ajax to Liverpool to Barcelona to Atletico Madrid. In my opinion, he was a better striker than Thierry Henry. I'm going to say it right now. In my opinion, Luis Suarez is the best striker since R9 retired. Since R9 retired, I think Luis Suarez is the best striker. Now, people might think, nah, go and look at Suarez's stats, guys. They're unreal. I think Messi is the only player who has more assists in history than Luis Suarez does. And goals as well. The man outscored Messi and Ronaldo in the Spanish league. The man was 33 and was still getting top goal scorer in Spain for Atletico Madrid, who are like a super defensive side. I don't like Luis Suarez as a human being and a person. He's a scumbag and all that. We know that. But as a footballer, I think we should put something on Suarez's name. He was different. And for me, he was a better footballer than Thierry Henry. The ambulance times in Liverpool area are a disgrace. Hope your lad is recovering well, bud. Yeah, big up. Football isn't important, really. No, life is definitely. So absolutely, mate. Nobody has touched on Henry since he left. Yeah, Henry's the greatest Premier League player ever, but I think Suarez is a better striker. You never walk home, Penny. Big up, Josh. Much love. All will be well, Jamie. Big up to you and your family. Big up, Rich. Hope you're doing well. Eagle Eye, guys. Go and check out Eagle Eye Football. Go and give him a sub and a follow. Rich is a great bloke. Go and check him out. Yeah, cool. Suarez over Henry. Yes, definitely. The severity of epilepsy ranges, doesn't it? People can lose consciousness, but others are aware of it when it happens. Medicine has come a long way with treatment. It certainly has, my friend. She's in pain. She's a pain in the ass, mate. Yeah, she's big up, John. I know you love her. Suarez was class, but Omri was something else. I don't know. I just think Suarez was the man. Big up Jane, the family, Mudgy. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I hope you're all good and keeping healthy. Big up Savage. Suarez's career is better than Omri's. Oh, I think Suarez is the man. I really do. Now, he might be a prick of a bloke. Don't get me wrong. Suarez might be an absolute arsehole of a human being, and Omri is probably an angel in comparison. But I look at their careers. I think Omri had his peak careers at Arsenal, and then he went at 29. He went to Barcelona. And let's face it, he didn't really do anything. He didn't really do anything. What? And then at 30, 31, he went to America and played in America and then came back on loan to Arsenal when he was 33 and didn't do anything. But Luis Suarez at the same age was leading goal scorer in Spain in one of the hardest leagues in the world. So I just think Suarez, because he's not a nice person, he's had, he's bit two people in football. He's racially abused a footballer. All these things. He's not the greatest human being, obviously, and he's a total shithouse. Let's get that right. The man's a total shithouse. You love him if he plays for your club, but the man's a shithouse. But as a footballer, I just don't think. I think he's so neglected as a player. In my opinion, the last 10 years, when we always talk about Messi and Ronaldo, yeah. We always talk about Messi and Ronaldo, and I always say I think you need to put Suarez alongside them, in my opinion, for goals and assists and what he was winning and what he was winning with the teams he was with and contributing to them teams. I mean, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez was arguably the greatest front three in club football ever. I mean, that front three was ridiculous. When Neymar could be bothered, Obviously, the Neymar at Barcelona, when he could be bothered, was a tremendous footballer. The Neymar at PSG is just overrated. But the Barcelona Neymar was different. And Suarez in that team, don't forget he outscored them all. And he's outscored everyone. And the assists he got, the man's just a great footballer. So he's underappreciated as a footballer because what he did while he was in football with the racist allegate, the racial thing against Patrice Evra, against Patrice Evra, and then the two bites. Was it the geezer at Chelsea? I can't remember his name now, and was it Chiellini in the World Cup? Yeah, I mean the man's sick. Be up, Victor, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Glass is always half full for me. I don't worry about things I can't control. I focus on what I can do, not what I can't. I agree. Yeah, big up Savage. Yeah, of course, Omri was mainly pace. Suarez had more raw ability and did things Omri couldn't. Omri was more elegant to watch. Yeah, I think that's why when this discussion comes out about Omri and Suarez, everyone's very split because you watch Omri play, he glided across the pitch, didn't he? He's very, pretty to watch. He's very elegant to watch. Where Suarez was just raw. I think Suarez had a little bit more talent, if I'm being honest. It's just my opinion. I mean, it's only my opinion. Everyone else might think I'm wrong, but it's just my opinion. Guys, we've got 82 people watching right now. Hit that like button, guys. We're on 53 likes. So, guys, if you're one of the 82 people that haven't liked this so far, go and press that thumb button underneath the video, guys, right now, and get them likes up. We want to try and get close to 100 likes, guys, before we finish here tonight. I am finishing at 8 p.m. because I'm going to go over to another channel at 8:15. So I'm finishing here at 8 p.m., guys. So let's hit that like button. Let's get close to 100 likes if we possibly can. I'd appreciate the love, guys. I really would. Let's get some more of your questions here. Yeah, like the stream, exactly. Smash the likes, guys. Smash them likes. Yeah, I agree, Aaron. Totally agree. Big up John Conway in the house. If you could revisit one summer window from the following years, and you have to carte blanche to buy and sell, who would you want? Which year would you pick? I'm selecting years when we're in a position of strength. Jesus, Edward. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2009, 2014. Oh, so the 2009 season. Oh my word, the 2009 season, Edward, is when we needed to do. Is the 2009 season when we had 2008, 2009 is when we had a midfield of Mascherano, Alonso, Momo Sissoko, Stevie G, Torres up front, Dirk Kuyt on the right, and Albert Riera on the left side, was it? And we had, and then was it Carragher and Hippier at the back, and then we had our two full-backs and Reina in goal. I mean, it was a great first team, but we had no squad depth, and I think we lost the league to Man United that season. Although we beat them at Old Trafford 4-1. That year, Edward, I think the club should have done more in the transfer window and got more players in. We didn't get enough players in that transfer. If we had got more squad depth in that year, I think we would have won the Premier League. Because when I remember there was a game, I think Torres got injured for a couple of games, and or Rafa rested him for a couple of games because he didn't want to burn him out. But we had no one to come in for Fernando Torres at the time. And I think Ngog was his replacement or something stupid like that. And yeah, so I'm going to 2009, Edward. More squad depth, my friend. More squad depth. We needed more squad depth, and I think we would have won that Premier League that year. That's why I like you, Jamie. You're not positive to the toxic extent. You look at the other side too. There are some people that are just literally just trying to copy what the club says. I mean, yeah, I mean, everyone's different in their ways, my friend. Everyone's different in their ways. I think some people might be worried about being too negative on their channel because they have things lined up on their channel with big interviews and stuff like that. And that's the way their channel grows, because they have these big interviews and stuff. And so they're more on the positive side of things. So I can understand that for their job. I mean, it's their job. I mean, this is what they do. So for that, I suppose they have to be like that for their channel, because it's their life to get them big interviews and stuff like that. So I can understand why they do it. There's some out there who probably rose tinted glasses on a bit too much. I agree. And then there's some out there, though. There's some Liverpool channels out there. I mean, there is one. Yeah. I'm not going to mention who it is, but so negative, it's unreal. So negative. And before anyone starts, it's not Osam. Before anyone asks, it's not Osam at This Is Football. I love that guy. That guy is special. And I can't wait to have him on the channel. I love how he talks about Liverpool Football Club. And no, it's not him. There's someone else. I'm not going to mention who it is. But my God, I got in a bit of a chat war with them. And when they were live. And oh, Jesus Christ. They're too negative. Even for me. I was like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, I was saying some things in the chat where I just disagreed with things. And it was like, oh, this is why you're this and that. I already know what sort of person you are. I was like, whoa, we've never met. I'm just commenting on your channel, my man. And it's just like, I don't like that negativity. I don't think there's a need for it. But yeah, I'm not going to mention the channel. No point. But I just don't like negativity like that. I don't like negativity like that. Look, people can disagree with my comments. You know, I'm not going to slag you off for it. Do you know what I mean? You can all go, people could go, Jamie, you're wrong. Like I said, I don't think Mane left because it was a money issue, and he left because of other reasons. And I know our good friend Tony on the channel, Tony K on the channel, he said, no, Jay, it was a money issue. You're wrong there. And I was like, fair enough, Tony, fair enough. I'm not going to argue with anyone about stuff like that because, you know, at the end of the day, no one's really right and wrong on this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean, guys? No one's actually completely right and no one's actually completely wrong on these sort of things. And That's why I can't go down that one direction of just one tunnel vision on either positivity, like full positivity, or full negativity. I just can't go through that. I just don't understand that. If you got just one tunnel vision of being purely negative, then and you don't listen to anything else, and that's just your tunnel, then I don't know how you grow as a person. And same if you're only positive. If you're only completely positive on one thing, looking down the tunnel, and you're just completely positive, you don't care what's going on over here, you don't care what's going on over there, then it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. I just don't.
You don't care what's going on.
I just don't get it, guys. I really don't. I like to be as objective as I possibly can on my channel. I've said everyone knows everyone on this channel does know me now, I believe, and I don't mind FSG as owners. I really don't, but I will criticise them when they're getting things wrong. I will. Everyone will. Like Edward, my man Edward here. You know, he's a bit similar. He will criticise people when they get it wrong as well. He doesn't hate FSG either, but he will criticise when they get it wrong. And so will I. And at this moment in time, my opinion, we're 2 players short. In my opinion, I think we get them 2 players in. I think us and Man City are going to war next season if we get them 2 players. Even if actually we just get the 1 player in. If we got like a Barella in, you know, from Inter Milan, Jesus Christ, I think we're all happier, and I think we can really compete with Man City. I really do, because Henderson as backup midfielder, he's not playing so much. I think everyone will be all right with that. And Naby Keita as backup midfielder, I think everyone will be all right with that. You know, Harvey Elliott or Curtis Jones, people will be all right with that. But if you've got that Barella in that midfield with like a Fabinho and a Thiago, you're cooking on a different number. You know what I mean? The gas number goes all the way to 10, and it makes everyone feel a bit better about themselves. But we don't own the club. It's not our money, unfortunately. It's their money. It's not much we can do about it. All we can do is bitch and moan and debate about it on channels like this. Do you know what I mean, guys? And that's how we continue, my man. Like, I'm going to be here all season, so you know, it's going to be enjoyable. I'm still can't wait for this season, guys. I'm one of the, as you know, I'm a positive outlook person. I can't wait for this Premier League season to actually begin. I'm well pumped for it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think we're going to do a lot better than people think. I still think Tottenham and Arsenal and Man United are still way off us. I think the Tottenham hype needs to calm down a bit, because they finished strong. They did finish strong. Just. Let's face it, they only finished strong just the last 2 games of the season. Let's face it, Arsenal gave it away. Arsenal really should have finished 4th. Really should. Arsenal gave it away. So, you know, I think we just need to chill on that, you know. Yeah, of course, 6 times Champions League wins. Suarez won that. Henry hasn't. Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Yeah, of course, agreed. But I do think Suarez was a better player in his prime. Yeah, same. With our current squad, we're only good enough to finish second again, unless we get a surprise addition in midfield. I agree, but then Man City could just fall off. We don't know. We just don't know. Bigger thing, you know, City could just. What if City get like 3 bad injuries? Like Haaland gets really badly injured, De Bruyne gets really badly injured, and I don't know. Bernardo Silva gets really badly injured. That's going to really affect them. If Rodri gets really badly injured, say Rodri gets a bad injury, Haaland gets a bad injury, and De Bruyne gets a bad injury this season, that's going to really affect them really badly. Big up, Jamie. Thank you. Just came with the job as being a father or a mother, but we can all do is our best, and you definitely do that, mate. Big up, John. Thank you very much. Yeah, I agree. Has that Messi not won a World Cup? Amazing players don't win the World Cup just because of their country they play for, just because of the world. But it doesn't mean they can single-handedly. Yeah, the Messi thing. See, I think Maradona is still the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. I think no one touched Maradona, but I think Messi comes the closest. Now, people are saying he can't be called it because he's not won the World Cup, but There's been some great players in the world of football that have never even played a World Cup. Like George Best. George Best was arguably the greatest British, because he's Northern Irish, so I think we can call him British, footballer of all time. All right, technically, but he never played a World Cup. So it don't. George Weah. George Weah was one of the best strikers of my childhood. Never played a World Cup. To what country he played for? Unfortunately, I'm suffering with depression at the moment due to long COVID symptoms. I feel like a prisoner sometimes. My brain wants to do things, but my body lets me down. I'm sorry to hear that, Ian. I hope you'll feel better soon, mate. Ian, I hope these sort of my channel, other channels that you subscribe to, just give you an hour or two of light entertainment and relief from the daily struggle of life and things like that, and just gives you a little bit of optimism in your life and your day, my friend. I hope it does. Question: if you could pick best five-a-side Liverpool goalkeepers, defender, midfield, attack. Best five-a-side Liverpool players. What of now? So Ali in goal, because he can be like a rush goalkeeper, can't he? Jesus. Defender, I'll have Virgil on his own. Stevie in midfield, and Suarez and Salah as my attackers. I need that, James. It's like you can always prefer Suarez or Henry, but anyone to suggest that Suarez is way better as a joke. Henry has won every trophy apart from the League Cup in football and was never a bit part player. All the best, you lad, Stephen. Yeah, all the best, my man. I'm pretty sure Henry has never scored in a final. He ain't. I'm sure you're a great dad, Jamie. Don't bear yourself up, mate. You've got a great heart and warmth about you. We all make mistakes at times. So you bet your family love you to death. Big up, Stephen. Thank you very much, my friend. Henry was a better player than Suarez, mate. I won't hear any different. Henry was something else. Suarez's incredible career, one of the best strikers of all time. I prefer Henry, but I won't argue the case. But never compare Salah to Henry, please. There are levels. Yeah. I mean, take bias out of it. I agree, Savage. It's totally. Top 5 best Premier League players of all time. Henry, arguably, is probably number 1. Cool. Dennis Bergkamp, you could arguably put in there. Top 5 best Premier League players of all time. Jesus Christ. That's an hard one to pick, I'd definitely go Henry. I love Dennis. Look, I'm not an Arsenal fan at all, but bloody hell, I did like Dennis Bergkamp. He was such a joy to watch. It was unreal. Wayne Rooney. I mean, I hate saying Wayne Rooney because he was obviously an Evertonian and he played for the shitbags of Man United, but he broke Man United's goal scoring record, and he was a phenomenal footballer. I mean, you have to take bias out of it, I suppose. Stevie G, most definitely. I don't care what anyone says. If no one's got Steven Gerrard in their top 5, I'm sorry. You're either too biased because it's Liverpool if you're not a Liverpool fan, or you just didn't watch him. Steven Gerrard was different level. Everyone goes on about De Bruyne right now. 20 years ago, Stevie G was doing what De Bruyne does right now. And there's no difference. And everyone belts up about De Bruyne. 20 years ago, Stevie was doing exactly the same thing. Kevin De Bruyne is the most likeable Steven Gerrard impersonator I've ever seen in my life. He runs like him. He passes like him. He shoots like him. He even celebrates like him. He's like a Gerrard clone. Gerrard, Suarez. Oh, not Suarez. Sorry, Henry, Bergkamp, Rooney, Gerrard. I've got 4. I'll come back to you. I've got 4. Big up, Pablo. How you doing? Yeah, you're good, Pablo. You're good, my friend. It's not the press, and that's annoying. It's when people are moaning and trying to put you down for being positive. It's both ways. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I agree. That's why I keep saying you got to see both sides of the coin. You know, you got to both see both sides of the coin, and you can agree to disagree on things. Then you should be able to have good debates. Yeah, that's my point exactly. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, no, no. The Salah thing's got to stop. That's silly. Cheers, Aaron. He's recovering well, mate. But no hurry. Thanks. I'll big up. I'm glad. This Henry not scoring in finals. Just stop it, man. Series takes like what people diss Salah for only scoring pens in important games. It's not in play. It's a good point. Good point. Savage coming. This is why, Nature Boy's called Savage for a reason, because he comes with the savage points. You know what I'm saying? Salah is Suarez is arguably the best striker of his generation. See, I agree with that. 6 times, I'm with you. In my opinion, Suarez is the best striker since R9 retired. Since R9 retired, I don't think there's been a better centre forward in world football than Luis Suarez. But that's just opinion. It's just opinion, but I agree with you. Let's get some of your questions. If we're High Tech J, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. If you lose Salah, you're going to drop about 10 points, in my opinion. Do you know what? I've had this discussion with people before, and I think we lose more points in a season if we lost Van Dijk than if we did lose Salah. Mad. I just go back to the season that we lost Van Dijk for, and we had Salah fit for that whole season. We lost points. We had Salah fit for the whole season. He almost got golden boot again, because that's what he does. But we came third, 20 odd points behind, what was it, 18, 19, 20 points behind Manchester City or whatever it was. I think it was 18 points, wasn't it? Behind Manchester City. We finished third, but Van Dijk didn't play that whole season. I still think, in my opinion, Virgil van Dijk is Liverpool's best player, and he's the one who can't miss a single game, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. No disrespect, but Salah hasn't shown up in any finals. It's not disrespect, my man. It's true. I mean, you're not lying. Mane was clutch. Not sure Diaz will be. Points could be dropped there. Could be, but then we don't know about Darwin Núñez, do we? This is all I will say. We have got to wait till the season starts instead of trying to guess, in my opinion. Because Darwin Núñez could be the clutch player that takes over Mane's goals, and Diaz does his own thing. Then we're in the same position. We're not losing anything. So I just say let's wait till we see the season start. You know what I'm saying, guys? If Arsenal get the players we're looking at, we'll get third comfy. I'm not sure, High Tech Jay. I'm not sure. I will agree. I think there's too much Spurs hype. And I've said already with Arsenal, I think if you do get Tielemans and Rafinha, your squad is better than Tottenham's. I do agree with that. I think the Spurs hype is a bit much. I think the Spurs hype is because they got as their manager, Antonio Conte. Now, this might get people really rattled. If there's any Spurs fans watching, or if my brother-in-law's watching, I do apologise right now, right? But I'm going to say it. I don't think Conte's an elite manager. There you go, I've said it. Everyone shoot me down now. Go for it. But I don't think Conte's an elite manager. I really don't. I don't think he's an elite manager. He stays at clubs for 2 to 3 years maximum, and then players have... Has anyone heard the Ashley Young interview about Conte? Has anyone heard the Ashley Young interview about him? They couldn't stand him after 2 years there in Milan. The players had enough of him after 2 years. They couldn't stand him. I don't think Conte's an elite manager, but I think he's an exceptional manager. And there's a difference. I don't think he's at that elite level where people think he is. His European record, by the way, in club football, with the teams he's managed is disgustingly bad. I don't think he's at an elite level. I really don't. But I've said it. Come shoot me down. I'm here for it. I think Arsenal will battle it again. They took good, but buckle when the pressure is on. Yeah, Arsenal got to get rid of that buckling syndrome they do have when the pressure is on them. There's no doubt about that. 6 times Champions League was true, but let's not pretend he was. He was shit. I mean, that's the case. Then Drogba over everyone. To be fair, Savage, Drogba was class. We can't forget Drogba. He was different as well. Drogba was quality, but I wouldn't have Drogba in the Suarez Henry debate, but he was quality. Blake Hernandez, how you doing, Blake? A Brighton fan, big up, Blake, a big Brighton fan. You think that Liverpool will be far off City due to the fact they are spending wisely of Haaland, Cucurella, Phillips, and maybe someone else, and that Liverpool don't need a midfielder? No, Liverpool definitely need a midfielder, Blake, but I think Liverpool will still be up there. I just don't think Liverpool go fall off a cliff. Look, people got to remember what everyone said last season. Everyone last season said Liverpool wouldn't even finish in the top 4, right? Liverpool finished 3rd last season, above Chelsea, by the way, because Chelsea went and won the European Cup and bought Drogba. All of a sudden, they became equal favourites for Man City for the Premier League, yeah? Man, they just finished 18 points behind us this season. Everyone said Liverpool wouldn't do nothing last season. Liverpool were dead and buried. Liverpool were finished. Klopp's come to the end of his reign. These players are finished. Then we almost won the quadruple. I mean, I do not back against this. Don't back against this Liverpool team, guys. It's the what this Liverpool team could do still things. But big up Blake Hernandez, the Brighton fan. Big yourself up for coming onto the channel. Hope you're good, my friend. I think Henry was better too, but World Cup point, I don't agree with her. I like how he played too, but Suarez is close. Shame he's a prick. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Jamie and Stephen's story say footy really came second. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. LFC Aaron, that's why we're looking at experienced players like Lisandro Martinez, Jesus and Tillemans, etc. I will say one thing, High Tech Jay, how do you think Jesus will do? Do you think you need another striker? Because I've said it now, I don't think Jesus will get enough goals at Arsenal. I think you need another one. Nature Boy Van Nistelrooy is one of my favourites. Yeah, Van Nistelrooy was different gravy, wasn't he? Different gravy. Yeah, De Ligt has fell off since he's joined Juve. Yeah, I mean, how is De Ligt overrated? He's 22 years old. He's starting to set him back for his country in the league. Now, High Tech, when we say overrated, it don't mean they're a bad footballer. It don't mean they're a bad. I think people get a bit concerned when people say overrated. Overrated don't mean they're bad. Overrated means they are put on a level up here and they're not at that level. Do you know what I mean? They're like this level, which is still very good. They're just not elite. And De Ligt, the way people react to De Ligt is like he's like the second coming. Do you know what I mean? It's just not the case. Yeah, he's 22. He's only going to get better. Konate's 23. And I don't think there's much between Konate and De Ligt, in my opinion. And Konate's played in a harder league this season, and he played in every Champions League game and got to a final. So I don't think there's much between them. I really don't. And no one talks about Konate. This is what I'm saying about overratedness. No one apart from Liverpool fans, by the way, talks about Konate. But everyone talks about De Ligt, who's only a year younger. And I don't think there's much between Konate and De Ligt at all. That's why I'm saying overrated. Doesn't mean he's a bad footballer. Oh, yeah. He's far better than Maguire. I don't think Maguire plays for Man United next season. Newcastle doing great business. Man United just shit showing me. I'm loving it. Is it not much? Is legit not much Maguire. United will struggle horribly next season, 6th at best. I think they will struggle bad. Right, guys, I'm going to have to get through some of these chats because I've actually got going a bit, and there's so many of these chat. Big up level Scouser. Did you see Nunes statue? Stature. Sorry. He's chiseled to fuck. He certainly is. He's a proper machine. Knick-knack. My favourite crisps. Could happen, but you don't want to be relying on freak injuries. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Michael says, I think we're done in transfer market, Liverpool, just quietly because we don't want to be hustled by the teams that we're trying to buy players from us. I agree. Man City are losing some of their best players. We're winning this. You pick up John. I don't rate Calvin Phillips. He's an awful player. Hello, I want to join. Big up, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Mukui. Is that Mukui, Patrick? Not Brucey. As Mane joined another thing. Yeah, Ray, he's going to Bayern Munich. George Weah from Libya also has also was the president at one point. Look at that. I love George Weah. Absolutely love George Weah. George Best is the best British player, and that comes from a Liverpool fan. Yeah, he probably was. Shearer in that top 5, yeah. Gerrard, Omri, Ronaldo, Rooney, Gerrard, Bergkamp. Yeah, that's probably the 5. Ronaldo, yeah. Although his stint in England, his prime years were probably at Real Madrid, but what he showed at Man United, did he win the Ballon d'Or? Did Ronaldo win his first Ballon d'Or when he was still Man United player, or was it when he went to Real Madrid? I can't remember. Was it when he was at Man United still? Because if it was, then you got to put him in there, ain't you? But yeah, Gerrard definitely got to be in there, and I love Bergkamp. Expect De Bruyne doesn't score 30-yard pole drivers every other game. No, he does not. Top 5 Liverpool players of all time, Jamie. Okay. Alan Hansen. Jesus, this is really difficult. Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush. Do you know how many great players we've had? This is hard. You've got to put Ian Rush in there because he's a leading goal scorer in Liverpool history. He'll probably never get beaten. You've got to put John Barnes in there. I know his stint at Liverpool at his prime wasn't the longest, but Jesus Christ, the man was different. Alan Hansen is probably, apart from Van Dijk, Liverpool's best ever centre-back. Stevie G, Kenny Dalglish 1, Stevie G 2, Alan Hansen, John Barnes, Ian Rush. That's my 5. Gerrard, Henry, Bergkamp, Lampard and Rooney. Some of the things Suarez used to do blew my mind. What do you think of the Henderson documentary? I thought it was great. I've not seen it. Is it the one that the bloke from True Geordie did? True Geordie? Is it Loz or what? I can't remember his name now. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, True Geordie Psychic. Is he the one who did the documentary? I can't remember it though. No, how you doing, mate? CR7, Henry, Bergkamp, Lampard, Vieira, EPL Goats. Rui, big up. Jamie, can you talk a bit about the final? Why did we lose? Because we never had a clinical finisher, my friend. Never had a clinical finisher. As simple as that. If we had a Harry Kane or Benzema or a Darwin Núñez on that day, I think we would have won. I think it's as simple as that. Neymar is the biggest waste of talent ever. I agree. Conte is horrible in Europe. He certainly is. Yeah, Couture. Yeah. I don't think it was just the keeper. Our injuries must have played a part. Jamie, question: what cost you the Premier League in 01-02? Jesus Christ, I don't remember what happened yesterday. 01-02 season. Probably lack of squad depth. Look, in 01-02, Man United and Arsenal were just better than us in them 2 years. I know we won it's 2001. We won the treble, League Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Cup, won the Super Cup and the Community Shield. We won like 5 trophies in 6 months, wasn't it? Great time to be a Liverpool fan, but Arsenal and Man United were just better than us. They were just better than us, and the squad depth, we just didn't have enough in the depth in that squad. But it was still a young squad. It was the up and coming of Liverpool Football Club. You know, when Gerard Houllier took over Roy Evans, he brought in young foreign players. He got in a young Stevie, a young Cara. You know, these players. So it was a young team developing, and they just weren't ready to win the Premier League at that time. $80 million for a 22-year-old defender is a lot of cash. It is, my man. That's what I'm saying. When we bought Konate for 36 million, I don't think there's much difference between the De Ligt and Kanate. And I think there's only like a year or so difference in age between them. That's why our business sometimes really good. Yeah, you could arguably put Andy Cole in the top 5. Heard the rumor, Ronaldo will not play for Man United next season. There's no way. There is no way he'll play. Do a 2001 review. What the treble? Yeah, I can do. I'll remember it. I'll take a photo of it now, Ant. Take a photo of it now. There you go. So I can remember. Yes, Shay, what will it take for Liverpool to win the Premier and Champions League in the same season? Luck. Lots of luck. And a City fall off. I'm from Mizoram. Big up for you. Big up yourself. I hope you're good. Great stream as always. Big thanks for the kind comments, Jamie. You attracts the most brilliant people in the chat bar. None love. Big up, Stephen Owens. You're the man. Our manager had a massive heart. Oh yeah, with Gerard Houllier in 2001. I mean, his heart attack. Yeah, it didn't help, did it? Jesus Christ. Categorically saying it now. If you know midfield reinforcements will not win the league. Fair enough, Gangan Deep. Fair enough. That's it, Lawrence McKenna. I knew it was his psychic. I remember we signed Anelka in January of that season. He was brilliant. Houllier wanted to re-sign him, but he didn't. Instead, he went for Howard's Juve. Oh, I know. Oh, Jesus Christ. We should have just kept Anelka. Yeah, Anelka would have been different gravy. There's no doubt about it. He was excellent for us. He didn't score many goals, but you could tell he was a player and there was something coming with him. And he was only going to get better and better and better. But guys, thanks for everyone coming on. When's the next stream? When's your next stream? Next, Jamie. I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think. I'll probably do one tomorrow night. Same sort of time, guys. About 6:30, 7 o'clock. So look out for it tomorrow. I'll do a bit of a transfer news story. Yeah, we'll have a little chat about everything. So look out for a video then tomorrow, guys. And I want to look at the Liverpool Man City squads. That's what I want to do. I want to look at where we are right now between Liverpool versus Manchester City, player for player, squad for squad, and let's see how we go. So I want to do that video tomorrow, and then on Monday, I won't be about Monday to do a video because I'm going to go to the hospital and spend the day with my daughter on Monday. So I won't be here Monday. Okay, guys, but I might be back Tuesday, all depending. So Sunday I'll be here roughly the same time as I were today, my friends, okay? 2001 was unbelievable for us. Felt like every cut. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, 2001 was great. You can put the current squad in the 2001 who would have been put in as a different player for it. You can put one of the current squad in 2001. Put one of the current squad. Right, if I put Van Dijk in the 13-14 season, we win that league. That's all we're missing. Choose one, better Barella or Bellingham. Barella. I meant you said you're on the stream. Oh, right, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going over, guys, so if everyone wants to follow me, I'm going over to the Big Six Band Show. It's a Monty's show, the Big Six Band Show. Everyone come and follow me there. Big up, Sam. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing really well. Everyone go and subscribe to This Is Football, one of the best Liverpool channels on YouTube. If you want to hear the truth, go and follow This Is Football. He's a great guy, Sam. And go and follow him, guys. He's a tremendous person. And, he cracks me up. I've got to say, Sam, when I watch your videos, my man, I just smile. You have me in stitches sometimes. Yeah, I love you, man. I love you. You do great stuff over there. Jamie question, Rafa leaving was the season of Liverpool's downfall. Whew. Question, Rafa was Liverpool. For a few years. Till we got it right. I mean, when Rafa left, we got, was it Brendan, wasn't it? No, was it Brendan? I can't bloody remember now. I can't remember where it went. Brendan, Roy. No, was it Roy? Brendan. Yeah, Jesus. Roy was 2010, wasn't he? Wow. Yeah. Shit. Absolute travesty, my man. But yeah, I think with Rafa, he just came to the end of his career at Liverpool. The time came. But yeah, we went for a bit of a slope. There's no doubt about that for a few years till we got it right. There's no doubt about that. It's disgusting to think some compare Rice to Gerrard. It's unbelievable. I know. Look, Declan Rice is a fabulous footballer, but he's no Steven Gerrard. Yeah, big up to This Is Football, Sam in the house. Yeah, everyone go and follow it, guys. Everyone go and subscribe to him. I think he's near 5. Sam, is it 4K or 5K you're near, my friend? I know you're very close to one of them. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was Roy, Kenny, then Brendan. Jesus. You know, obviously Brendan's first season was excellent, and then it died off. What is the channel called, Jamie? The one on your Big Six Bants. Big Six Bants. Yeah, just put in Big Six Bants in YouTube and you'll find it. It's Monster's channel. Yeah, I'm over there in about 15 minutes, guys. I'm over there in about 15 minutes. Got to do a bit of work over there with him, with Monts over there, chatting everything up. So it should be good. So everyone come over. If you have subscribed to the Monsters channel, Big Six Bants, go over there. I think he's starting at 8:15. I want everyone to go over to the Big Six Bants and say Jamie sent me. I followed Jamie, or Jamie sent me in the live chat. So everyone go over to his video now. I think he starts in about 15 minutes and put Jamie sent me. Put Jamie sent me in his chat. That's going over there because, you know, he's over 1,000. I think he's trying to get 1,400 subs. So go over there and subscribe to him. Tell him I sent you guys in the live chat and make his day. Rafa lost because he shot himself in the foot by promising we would finish on top 4. Yeah, and it didn't help that he wanted Barry over Alonso, did it? Jane, question: why did Liverpool have a horrible season in 2010? Because Roy Hodgson took over Liverpool and bought utter pony. And yeah, go back to I did a video last week, the 2010 Liverpool season with Roy Hodgson. Go back and look at that, my man. It tells you everything on there. But guys, I'm going to go now. So everyone go to the Big Six Bants show, Monty's show there, and go and subscribe to Hassam's This Is Football right there. Stephen's put up. Big up, Steve. And go over there right now and tell them Jamie sent you. You follow Jamie, and I'll see you over there in a bit, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:30, 7 o'clock, same sort of time, guys. We're going to do it all over again. Liverpool City, we're going to do a little bit of a comparison, see what we need, see where we can strengthen, and then see if life is as bad as it actually is. So I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Much love, much respect.